On top of breaking news as we learn about a shooting on the campus of Brown University. I'm Ben Briscoe. At this very moment, police are still searching for the suspect. Here's what they know so far. Reports came in about an hour ago of an active shooter near an engineering building. That building houses over 100 labs and offices, along with dozens of classrooms. The university issued an alert to students, faculty, and staff, asking them to shelter in place until further notice. Right now, police say there are multiple people injured, but they haven't said how many. We'll continue to bring the latest on this as the story develops on air and online on WFMYnews2.com. Now happening across our area, our weather team's tracking a blast of cold air that will send temperatures plunging this weekend. This system is expected to bring a bone-chilling cold as early as tomorrow. We're talking dangerously low wind chills here. Now, because of that threat, our weather team's issuing a weather impact alert for Sunday evening and Monday morning. Let's turn to meteorologist Alex Williams to get you prepared.
Yeah, Ben, indeed, we are looking at a weather impact alert day for Sunday night into Monday morning for brutally cold temperatures and wind chill, making it feel even worse outside. Right now, 49 degrees. Boy, is that going to feel mild compared to what we will be like as we go into the day tomorrow. I will tell you, when you wake up tomorrow, that's about as warm as it's going to be. Temperatures will be plummeting through the afternoon hours into the 20s, and it's of course going to feel worse than that. Right now, though, pretty nice across the region. We're dealing with mostly clear skies. Temperatures have dropped into the upper 40s to lower 50s. But again, we are tracking the alert day from our Sunday night into our Monday morning for that dangerous cold. You do need to layer up and limit the amount of time that you spend outdoors because it will be dangerous if you have any of that exposed skin. Of course, you want to check on the elderly, your pets, and also insulate your pipes as well. Sustained winds right now, not too bad, but that's going to be a thing of the past as we go into the day tomorrow. We will see the wind machine crank up. The top here is your temperatures. Notice how they go down through the afternoon hours, and then this is going to be your wind chill. This is what it feels like to your skin out there. We're talking temperatures falling into those maybe mid-30s by the afternoon, but feeling like the lower 20s to single digits by the time we get into the late night hours of our Sunday into Monday morning. So Futurecast showing that. Also the slight chance as this Arctic front plows through that we could see a passing snow shower or shower across the area depending on how our temperatures set up. That's a very, very low chance. It's a very powerful front and it's very cold, so it's going to be pretty dry for the most part. There's your temperatures into the morning hours of our Monday. We're talking the mid-teens, feeling more like those single digits because of the wind, and that wind will be significant. We are talking wind gusts well into the upper 20s to 30-mile-an-hour range. And so, again, that's going to blow things around. It is going to be insultingly cold outside. Temperatures will be dropping quickly, so you've got to wear those layers as you go out and about through the day tomorrow. Thankfully, the wind relaxes a little bit into our Monday, but still going to feel dangerously cold out there. So limit your time outside as it's going to feel more like those single digits. And again, that's Sunday night into your Monday morning. So we're talking probably 6 p.m. Sunday through at least 9 a.m. Monday morning. It is going to be brutally cold, dangerously cold, and you will want to wear lots of layers and limit your time outdoors.
Just gross weather we're not used to in these parts, so that's why you want to download the News 2 weather app. You'll get alerts and updates from the most accurate weather team in the Triad sent right to your phone. Download for free from the App Store. Today we have an update in the body found by the fire station in Greensboro. Police now say no foul play suspected. Officers responded to the fire station 2 off of North Church Street yesterday morning. After investigating, they say the death is not associated with the fire department. It's just where the body was found. As we learn more, we'll continue to keep you updated on WFMYnews2.com. Turning now to some exciting news for football fans in the Triad. It was a big night for high school sports. Both the Grimsley Whirlies and the Reidsville Rams picked up state championship titles. And this weekend, the Panthers are gearing up for another key matchup. Bryce, it seems you got a lot to catch us up on here.
Ben, yes, I do. It was a big weekend for high school football, and we start with Grimsley and their win over Clayton last night, making it back-to-back state championships for the Whirlies. Last night, we also spoke with senior offensive lineman Nick Cashabara on what this state title run has meant to this team.
I mean, it means everything. I mean, this 26 group we met in the winter, and we decided what our goals were going to be. I mean, everyone said one thing they want to improve on, and today we met again, and we hit every single one of them goals. I mean, it's a collective effort on both sides. Some games we put up 40, and some days, like last week, we put up 13 and the defense catches our back. I mean, this is such a team effort. And these guys, we love each other. We'll battle for each other. And it's just, and that's exactly what Grizzly football is. Coach Brown instills that in us every single day, and it just shows.
And Reedsville took on Brevard in the 4A state title game today. Didn't take long for the Reedsville Rams to get going as Tyson Broadway finds Deontay Neal on the 49-yard touchdown pass. Next possession, Neal is going to take this direct snap at quarterback and finds the open lane to the left. He takes this 54 yards to the house. Hard to believe people playing basketball at UNCG next year. And later on, the Rams, they're going to go on this play-action pass. Keandre Harrison takes this short pass and shows Brevard why he's taking his talents to Oregon next season. Stiff arms multiple defenders on his way to a 70-yard touchdown, and Reedsville wins its 24th state title with a final score of 50-20.
It's very special, and just knowing that I scored 2 touchdowns after I dropped 2 touchdowns my freshman year, it's just a blessing, and it's just like a history piece itself, and I'm just happy.
When we started throwing that water, it got real. Like before the game, we was, like I said, Dre started crying, made me tear up, just knowing that was our last one together. But threw that water in the air on Coach Teague, and it really set in that this is my last time putting the helmet on.
And wrapping up sports, the Carolina Panthers will travel to New Orleans tomorrow to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Saints defeated the Panthers at home earlier this season, and with the win tomorrow, the Panthers will move into first place in the NFC South.
Let's hope our guys can do it. Today, President Trump is also a football fan as he attends the 126th Army-Navy game up in Baltimore. The president, flanked by 2 service members, stood for the invocation. After 2 flyovers and a fireworks show, the president walked to the midfield for the coin toss, where he was introduced as Commander-in-Chief. If you still want to catch the game, you can watch the last seconds of it live right now over on TV on WFMY News 2. Meanwhile, the nation is grieving 2 U.S. Army soldiers and a civilian interpreter who died in an attack. It happened during a counter-ISIS operation. Willie James Inman has the Pentagon's response.
Pentagon officials say 2 U.S. Army soldiers and a U.S. interpreter were killed Saturday in an attack in Syria.
So we mourn the loss of 3 great patriots in Syria. You know how it happened. It was an ambush, terrible.
3 other U.S. personnel were wounded in the attack. The Pentagon says they were all part of a joint counter-terror operation with Syrian forces. No group has claimed responsibility for the killings, but President Trump said on Saturday he believes ISIS was behind the attack.
But this was an ISIS attack on us and Syria. And again, we mourn the loss and we pray for them and their parents and their loved ones.
U.S. Central Command said the gunman was engaged and killed. A Syrian government spokesperson said it had issued intelligence warnings to the U.S. prior to the attacks about a possible ISIS attack in the region. The U.S. has hundreds of troops deployed in eastern Syria as part of a coalition to fight against ISIS. The designated terror group was defeated in 2019, but still has sleeper cells within the country that carry out deadly attacks.
We will retaliate.
In a post on social media, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reiterated the White House's resolve to crack down on those targeting Americans, writing, "If you target Americans anywhere in the world, you will spend the rest of your brief, anxious life knowing the United States will hunt you, find you, and ruthlessly kill you." Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Today, people in Greensboro are honoring veterans. This morning, Wreaths Across Greensboro hosted its annual ceremony. It's a touching tribute to our nation's heroes every year, one of the most moving events we have during the Triad here in the holiday season. People sponsored wreaths to show their gratitude for those who served. Organizers say the holidays would not be the same without their sacrifice.
Something about something that's bigger than them, like the Christmas season is about bigger, things bigger than you. And I mean, truly, could we celebrate Christmas in the way that we celebrate it without the people that have sacrificed their lives for us?
They said it means a lot when people show up to help put out the wreaths, saying it's clear how much people who serve mean to all of us here in Greensboro. And sticking with this holiday spirit, check this out. One couple's taking their love for Christmas miracles to another level, running a nonprofit to help their community get their letters to Santa.
This Arlington, Virginia home doesn't just have a mailbox. It has the mailbox.
They have a direct line to Santa.
And it means a lot to, obviously, a lot of the kids in the community.
Everybody who experiences it loves it. It's kind of like a miracle.
A miracle helped make possible by Susan Thompson Gaines and her husband David.
Well, when we were kids, we always wrote letters to Santa.
And we've kind of kept it up since then.
Susan and David run a nonprofit called the Kindness Activist. 6 years ago, they received a request from the big man himself.
Because he knows us and because he knows we do a lot of kindness things in our community, he asked if he could put the mailbox at our house. A mailbox. He has lots of mailboxes, but this one at our house.
It's quite an honor.
I know. I know. It is an honor. Yeah. And we take it very seriously.
And so do the kids, who come by the hundreds.
Yeah, really special.
It just brings so much joy to the neighborhood.
Each child is asked to write a letter to Santa about their year and requesting a few small gifts.
Do you remember what you asked for?
I asked for the farting thing.
A whoopee cushion.
A few weeks later, Susan and David say the gifts somehow show up on their porch, which leads to reactions like this.
It's just so powerful to see them kind of just believe in this deep, deep way.
Wayne, where's the bug? Can you show me?
Brandy Horton's oldest son, Wayne, is nonverbal. Last year, his brother Jay asked Santa for a gift he couldn't deliver, for his brother to talk. "Oh, how I wish I could grant that one," Santa responded. "But here is what I do know. Even though we sometimes don't understand exactly what he is trying to say, we know he loves us, we know he is kind, we know he is smart. And when he gives us hugs, we can feel everything he has to tell us." Every single kid who writes gets a detailed response like that in return.
And it is so special to see them just light up with all the things that Santa knows about them.
There's this real sense of community.
It is very special for our family to have this space and this tradition going.
Kids can leave letters until they become teenagers, but all here say the magic doesn't end at 12.
For me, and probably for both of us, I'm naturally a curmudgeonly old, guy.
Not me.
Not you. No, that wouldn't be you. But I never really had much connection with community, and this has really made it possible to develop a sense of community.
It has renewed my belief in, of course, in Santa, but also just kind of in community, in kindness, in sharing. It gives me hope, and it gives me a sense of purpose, for sure.
At this home, you can always count on Santa to deliver.
What a great way to get into the spirit. Hey, you can also get into the holiday spirit by streaming the High Point and Greensboro holiday parades. You can watch a recap of both events right here on WFMY Plus. You know it, you've already downloaded it on your TV. Now you get to watch for free.
Well, another thing you can watch for free tonight, if you're willing to stay up late and brave some of the cooler temperatures, is the Gemini meteor shower. So that's going to be about 10 o'clock to dawn. This is one of the best ones because you see the most amount. So you have a better chance to really see some of these meteors. Do it before midnight, though. I do think we have clouds that come in late. And then thankfully, we're not talking about this tomorrow night because that would just be dangerous. We're talking single digits. It's going to be in the teens early Monday. Make sure you're staying warm. Wear lots of layers to limit your time outside.
Maybe people can wish on those shooting stars that it will warm up tomorrow faster.
Hey, you know what? I'll take that because I don't want to talk about the cold coming tomorrow.
This is going to be really brutal cold. And because of that, we're working on more information to get you prepared for it right now. Our reporter's out talking with people about what you should do tomorrow. That's going to come up right here on WFMY News 2 at 11.
Don't want to miss it.